So you wake up one morning and everything has changed. You just feel like crying. Your life was rearranged, and you wonder where you're going, 'cause you know you can't stay here. So you pick up the pieces and release yourself from fear. You stand because you care. You brush yourself off and then you stand because you care.
The flow of the water as it moves down these incredible mountains into this lake that is a reciprocal of all movement. So when I broke my neck in these mountains, in this beautiful place called the Kootenay Valley, I needed to come back to this, to the simplicity, to the ease and the fluidity of very natural, innate movement. So I do a lot of this in my recovery from a spinal cord injury, which about 3.5 years ago now, today, occurred at Whitewater, the ski resort in Nelson. And since that time, I've been through quite a journey, probably one of the most incredible journeys in my life so far. We all have obstacles, and they're mostly our own ones in our mind that we contrive about who we are and what we are, and those are the biggest obstacles in the end, because that's a question that should never be questioned. Our divine right is to be, who we are and what we are. I think the biggest message I could give to anybody who's perhaps in a situation where you're dealing with obstacles that seem insurmountable, that you wouldn't have been given those unless you had been very much entrusted to their gifts, and that to rise up and accept them and yourself in that, and also then the lessons is the best gift you can give back to life, which is, I think, for all of us, a pretty beautiful gift. When you're lying down, you're a lot more internal. And we want to go out there and explore. So that's why we stood up in the first place, probably.
You stand because you care.
And I can see in the window over there.
Oh, look at the reflection.
We're all standing
that is
here.
so perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
It's almost like a mirror, isn't it?
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you standing up straight?
I'm not doing too badly for not having stood in 2.5 years. That was perfect. People who were in my exact same state, I had no arm movement when I was first injured. I had no arm movement at all. And a woman very similar to us, now her arms can't even leave her chest because she's been, given the drugs. Now they're operating on her. It's tragic, actually. It's really tragic. I mean, it makes us cry every time we talk.
Yeah.
So it's got to change. I mean, we went to the doctors 1.5 years ago when things got really wacky, and I had a 55-degree scoliotic spine. Here, 35 here and 15 here, from sitting in the chair. And from being in a position that they, in their best interest, think is the best thing to do in their training. And so that was, I'm still unwinding that, and in that unwinding, I decided to go through their whole sort of way of doing things for a couple months just to see what happened. You know, I took their drugs, I did this and that, and I did all sorts of things. And what came out of it was this incredible place of shock and also revelation. You know, of just wow. There's a lot more to this than meets the eye, and that's not being addressed. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
So you wake up one morning and everything has changed. You just feel like crying. Your life was rearranged, and you wonder where you're going, 'cause you know